our journey to Storybook Land. My name is Omar. I'll be your captain and storyteller for today aboard the Cinderella. For your safety, we ask you to please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And please supervise all children so our story doesn't take any unexpected turns. Now, most people travel to enchanted roads and pages of a book, but those who visit in person find themselves inside Monstro the Whale. He is actually going to be transporting us into a magical place called Storybook Land. Our first story begins with a once upon a time. In this case with a big bad wolf who lived in the cave to the left. He enjoyed going after the three pigs across the way to the right. One made of straw, one made of sticks, and one made of guaranteed wool-proof bricks. But then our story takes a strange turn. Just around this corner to the left will be a little English town home to Alice, where one golden afternoon she chased the white rabbit down the rabbit hole into Wonderland, where things only became curiouser and curiouser from there.
There are get up in the morning glories in the cool afternoon. There are daisy daffodils.
If Alice in Wonderland isn't your cup of tea, just fly on over to the center of the canal for London Park, where Peter Pan and the darling children first flew over London Park to head to their adventures in Neverland, where they would never ever have to grow up. Just past London Park, straight ahead is the magical city of Agrabah, home to a street rat named Aladdin who first bumped into Princess Jasmine. Thanks to the power of true love, they were married and now live in the Sultan's palace. But people say the only thing Aladdin stole from the marketplace that day was Princess Jasmine's heart. Now these golden archways coming up reminiscent ones that Aladdin and Princess Jasmine soared over, silent and under, on their romantic magic carpet ride into a whole new world. But there are places filled with mysteries, just like the Cave of Wonders. Legend has it anyone who frees the genie from the lamp will be granted 3 wishes. As we leave the Cave of Wonders to the right side of the canal, you'll find a little cottage where Snow White fled from the evil queen. It luckily belonged to the 7 dwarfs who let her stay in return of her kindness. Across the way to the left is where Cinderella's fairy godmother granted her wish to go to the ball. Since Cinderella didn't return from the castle by the stroke of midnight, her pumpkin carriage could still be seen coming down on that little bridge. Luckily, Cinderella's lost glass slipper was found by her Prince Charming, and they lived happily ever after in the castle on top of the hill. While some people dream of dancing at a ball just like Cinderella, others dream of falling asleep on a patchwork of quilted flowers like those to the left. Those flower beds were inspired by the 1933 Silly Symphony cartoon Lullaby Land. And the small fun fact here about Storybook Land is all of the plants are 100% real. Thanks to Tinkerbell with a sprinkle of her pixie dust, the plants never have to grow up again here at Storybook Land.
There are daisy daffodils all over the sky, in the bottom of the
next will be Toad Hall from the story The Wind in the Willow. But sorry folks, you can catch Mr. Toad on his wild ride in Fantasyland. But just down the road, you'll spot the Kingdom of Arendelle, where the story of two sisters named Anna and Elsa discover something more powerful than Elsa's ice magic. And across the way to the right is the Alpine village of Geppetto, where one night he wished upon a star for his puppet to turn into a real boy named Pinocchio. Finally, just coming out of this tunnel will be Prince Eric's castle, where Princess Ariel traded her things for tea and became a part of our world. Her story ends there, for her true beginnings were on the left in Atlantis or under the sea. Now that our journey from Storybook Land is slowly coming to an end, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat and away from the dock. And please remain seated until I count to 3 so no one joins Ariel under the sea.